Egypt. The name alone evokes images of pharaonic temples and treasures, medieval fortresses, mosques, and minarets. For millennia, man has lived and died in Egypt, along the life-giving waters of the Nile. Cairo, Egypt's capital, now crowds 17 million souls along its banks. Sinai, the desert of Moses, once trod only by Bedouin and still home to not much more than the hardy camel. What must it be like to live in a manner unchanged for so long? Discover this and more with the Texas Camel Corps in Egypt and Sinai. Billions have visited Egypt. So what does the Texas Camel Corps offer that's so different? In Sinai, Texas Camel Corps owner Doug Baum has lived with the Mazina Bedouin for extended periods of time since 2001. Staying among family, not in hotels, and traveling in small groups allows you the chance to have meaningful one-on-one exchanges with the locals you meet. In Cairo, you'll stay with a middle-class family, eating what they eat, experiencing a side of Egyptian culture that no large groups could possibly see. You'll trade smiles with the various vendors on the street and get to know Ahmed, the neighborhood baker. Every sight, sound, and smell will become familiar to you. Beware, it may be really difficult to readjust to your former life when you return home. Very few travelers have the opportunity to get so close and personal with the true heart of Egypt and Sinai. You'll live in the home of Adel Sayed Hamza in Giza, just minutes from the pyramids. Multiple generations live here, which is common in Egypt. Adel's wife, Suad, and he have 5 children and 3 grandchildren. An extended family comes and goes. The house is very comfortable and won't make for much culture shock, but come prepared to eat. Once you've had Suad's cooking, you're family. Take a walk through the neighborhood. Adel's sons, Magdi and Mohammed, will be happy to help you count your money if you want to stop and buy an ice cream. Watch out for the traffic. You'll get to know all the neighbors, especially the kids. In stark contrast to the hectic pace of Cairo, the lifestyle in Sinai is much more laid back. A traditional beit shar or goat hair tent becomes your home as it has been for Bedouin for eons. Some nights are spent in thatch huts or simply on the sand with only stars overhead. Just a handful of nights will be spent in tourist accommodations, one on the shores of the Red Sea, the other in the monastery of St. Catherine. Sinai has been called the Great and Terrible Wilderness. Its vast empty stretches are believed to be the location of the ancient Israelites' 40 years in the desert. While trekking Sinai, you'll easily fall into the rhythm of the Bedouin, legendary inhabitants of the region. Your group will be the guests of Salah bin Solomon of the Mazina tribe, and the days spent on the trail have a uniquely Bedouin pace. After breakfast each morning, you'll set out on camels, riding till lunch. After a break through the middle part of the day, spent hiking or just relaxing, you'll mount back up on camels and continue riding till that evening's camp. A dramatic moment during the camel trek is the treacherous pass known as Nagib Shi. The pass makes no less than 15 switchbacks up a seemingly impenetrable canyon wall that until summited seems to taunt the traveler with its impossibility. Some young Bedouin don't like this route. They've seen camels fall. Still, the guides will take every precaution to ensure the safety of the group and the camels. With the Texas Camel Corps, you'll discover not only the differences, but also the similarities in our cultures. Travel is fatal to prejudice, Mark Twain said, and once you've lived with the people of Egypt and Sinai, you'll see how true this is. It's not just an opportunity to learn about other cultures, it's a chance to learn more about yourself. This is a one-of-a-kind experience that puts you in the homes of people considered family by Texas Camel Corps owner Doug Baum. With this comes responsibility, of course. A willingness to be flexible and the ability to overcome some culture shock are vital. Consider yourself to be an ambassador of sorts. You'll also be demonstrating that Westerners have the same set of values that they do, that we're much more alike than we are different.
Howdy. You can probably see why I return to Egypt and Sinai year after year. The pyramids, Mount Sinai, Petra, camel trekking, all of these are incredible and defy description, yet I propose something even greater will stick out in your mind as the highlight of your trip. The truly lasting memories will be of the people you live with in Egypt and Sinai. Bedouin and Egyptians who have become like family to me, and places we'll visit that now feel like home each time I'm there. It's an obligation to you, my guest, to share the same warmth, hospitality, and depth of generosity that I experienced on my first trip back in 2001, when I was simply looking for more knowledge about camels. Saleh and his wife Frija, and Adil and his wife Suad take great pride in having you in their homes. We should reciprocate by being good guests. Since this kind of travel might be different from anything you've ever done, please make sure this experience is right for you and that you're right for this experience. I look forward to hearing from you.
Hey!